Well, I think, we don't want to have any doubt that we're a postseason team. I think we need to just move past that stage, and I think we've done that. And then it's a matter of which postseason tournament are you going to play in. And, we want the big one, and I think that's something that we're not going to shy away from. And our conference sets us up, gives us great opportunities for big wins, but it also is very tough. It's brutal, and there's not an easy win on the slate. So, it's all going to come down to our ACC play, and hopefully some of these significant non-conference wins will help us. But you define yourself by your ACC season.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Zagacki, and welcome to Hurricane Game Day with women's head basketball coach Katie Meier. Josh Darrow and Justin Antwell will join me in just a second. Coming up on the show, we'll introduce you to this year's squad. We'll take you onto the court and into the locker room with everybody's favorite segment, Unlimited Access. And we'll talk to Coach Meier about the hottest women's basketball team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes. Don't go anywhere. Hurricane Game Day starts right now.
Good. Nice, good. Where's the shooter? Oh, yeah! Miami!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hurricane Game Day with University of Miami women's head coach Katie Meier. I'm Joe Zagacki. Josh Darrow will be joining me momentarily with Justin Antwell. Well, the University of Miami women's team is off to a great start. Under head coach Katie Meier, the women playing terrific basketball, won their first couple of games in ACC play. In fact, the Hurricanes won 18 of their first 19 games and won 17 in a row. Miami led by three key players, Janice Johnson, Raquan Williams, and Morgan Stroman, as Coach Katie Meier has this team playing top-shelf basketball. Time now to meet this year's squad, which features players from across the country. No need for me to tell you who all of them are. Here's a closer look at this year's University of Miami women's basketball team.
Hey, what's up? I'm Stephanie Gardner. I'm from South Jersey, and I'm a point guard. Hi, my name is Selena Archer. I'm from Claremont, Florida. I'm a freshman, and I'm a center here at University of Miami.
Hi, my name is Mariah Brown. I'm a freshman power forward, and I'm from Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Crystal Saunders. I'm a freshman guard, and I'm from Hollywood, Florida.
Hello, I'm Shanice Johnson. I'm a junior here at the University of Miami. I'm from Rochester, New York.
Hi, my name is Chanel Williams. I'm a sophomore guard from Chesapeake, Virginia.
I'm Stephanie Eberstrom. I'm a sophomore guard, and I'm from Sweden.
Hello, I'm Raquan Williams. I'm a junior. I'm a guard from Pahokee, Florida.
Hi, I'm Morgan Stroman. I'm from Hoffman, South Carolina. I'm a sophomore at the University of Miami, and I play power forward.
My name is Shawnee Wilson. I'm a junior. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hello, I am Sylvia Bullock. I'm a 6'2" junior from Anchorage, Alaska.
That's a look at this year's women's basketball team. They play hard, they play determined, they are a lot of fun to watch, they score, and they can really defend. Well, if you didn't know it by now, this is my favorite segment. It is called Unlimited Access. We go on the court and in the locker room with head coach Katie Meier as the Hurricanes take on the Tigers of Clemson.
Guys, this is a fun game. It's a great opportunity for you. You need to play your style, play your tempo, and never lose faith and belief in what is inside of you. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Miami, yeah. 1, 2, 3, Miami.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Swipe from behind, Johnson in transition, a step through layup, and that's how Miami gets their points. buries a three.
Well, that'll get you out of the zone very quickly.
Step back three.
But that's something you cannot allow. And Williams has a little swagger as she runs over and gets the high five from Coach Meyer.
Another turnover. That's 6. Johnson in open court.
Just what they want. Textbook.
Williams. Nice ball fake. Oh, great move. That's terrific stuff from Raquana Williams.
Come and meet the catch.
Come and meet one of the top talents in the ACC. If this is your first chance to see Raquana Williams, she's putting on a great show. It's 10 turnovers now for Clemson. This is Williams, and this is a runaway. 13 for Williams, and Miami is blowing Clemson out.
Yeah.
That's 11 turnovers. Williams scores on the layup, and it's 23-4.
Give it to me.
Niederstrom a 3. Carries it. And Duke with a win. They've won 16 in a row. Miami raining threes. And Clemson trying to settle into the half court, but Williams has the steal. And a layup.
Number 1 with
23 points. Williams thought about it and buries it. 26. Miami with a steal, and here come the Hurricanes. Gardner, Williams, crossover.
You just never know what she's going to do when she gets the ball. She makes her decision so quickly.
Give it to me.
Williams and Stroman. It's another assist for Williams and a lay-in for Morgan Stroman. Miami forces 35 turnovers, and the defense that Katie Meyer told us about that she was so proud of.
You took them out of the game from the jump. They had no solution. They had no spirit. They had no fight. And you did it, and we were able to get everybody good, solid minutes so we can be fresh on Sunday. Unbelievable performance. We have to be thrilled about that. The three-pointer was nice to see because I've been missing you, Mr. Three. It's nice to have the three back, okay? We need that to be an effective team. Bay, that was an incredible performance, but the team also recognized that you were on, and the team got you the points too. That's big-time basketball. Post players, the ref said to me, I almost cried. He said, your bigs are really strong in there, and they're really moving people around, Katie. Your team's a lot better. Your bigs are making your team a lot better than last year. And I swear to God, I almost cried. Because that's good. That's really good. Physical, rebounding, battling, wearing people down. We're a complete team. We're a complete team. Challenge each other. Challenge each other. We won't accept it. We want greatness. We're going to keep grinding and pushing towards that. All right? Everything's positive coming out of this locker room.
Miami on 3, y'all. What?
Miami.
A year ago, Katie Meyer took her team to the championship game of the NIT. That parlayed that momentum into a great start this year. Katie Meyer is standing by with Josh Darrow. Josh?
Joe, thank you very much. We're here with Justin Antwell and Coach Katie Meyer. And Coach, what a wonderful start to your season. Could you have scripted it any better than what you've gotten off to so far?
Well, I think, the momentum coming off of the postseason run last year obviously has affected this team. The chance to play an extra month together against high-level competition has helped our chemistry so much. So you're hoping that you can carry that momentum over into November, December, and January. And so far, I've been quite pleased.
Coach, your style of play, you get after everybody, you pressure people up and down the floor. Where did the genesis of that come from, and why have you taken this approach? Seemingly a fun approach, and the kids I'm sure like to play it, but from an X's and O's standpoint, where did that come from?
Well, I think a lot of it is, the talent on your current team, and so when you take over programs, and I've done that a couple times, and you analyze what you're good at, and then you just want to go to those strengths. But also, I think just Miami, like what does Miami attract? And I do think it's going to attract somebody with the flair, with the personality, a high energy place. And and the school also is very hands-on, so you have someone who really likes to be taught in practice and learn, and then have a chance to sort of show off. And I think the university's that way, and my team's that way too.
Coach, a lot of fans like to talk about the Miami Heat big three and LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. I think there's another big three in South Florida fans should be looking at, and I'm talking about junior Aquana Williams, junior Shanice Johnson, and sophomore forward Morgan Stroman.
Yeah, those three have been very special, and they're a riot to coach. They're great kids. They have such an energy about them, such a competitive nature, but just a flair and just a joy of life when they play. And so it keeps the whole team's energy up. I mean, they're fantastic players and they're very talented, but it's definitely their energy and their competitiveness that sets them apart.
How have you seen the nucleus of this team mature over the past couple of years?
It's the wanting pressure that has just totally transformed the program, to have players that were sort of hiding and not sure if they wanted the pressure, and then to have just, you see this total change of bring it on. We want to make a statement. We want this, go after us harder, coach, give us more, coach. And that's been, I think, the transformation.
As a coach, is there is there a tangible moment, a game, a practice where you see that transformation, or you feel it, or you sense it? How do you know as a coach when it's happened?
You know what, when maybe we time some of our drills instead of score it, and actually even today in practice, it was, I said, okay, next drill, and two of the players said, no, it's tied. No, it's tied. We play till we win. And I thought, oh my goodness, like, it was just fantastic. So very competitive. And so when the players start saying, coach, we got to run that back, or we got to do that again, or I didn't like that, and they want another rep, they want to be better. And I've seen that more with this team than any team that we've had here.
Coach, your team's at the top of the league in steals, and you have a high-octane offense. As a coach, what are you more excited about, the offense or the defense right now?
I personally am way more excited about the defense. We always would go for steals, but that didn't mean we were a good defensive team. And I really want people to understand that just because you get steals doesn't mean you're a great defensive team. You might be taking too many chances, but we go for steals and then we rotate behind it, and we're taking charges and finishing plays with the box out, and that's the next level. So leading in steals isn't the whole story.
How about the athleticism of this team? I mean, you have a small rotation, and the girls are still in shape. I mean, they're barely sweating, 40 minutes into the game.
They play very, very hard. They practice very hard, so the games are, not as taxing as the practices. But, there are times, and I think that Clemson game was one that I was just completely awed at the energy level, the athleticism, the breaking to a ball. We have interceptions, we have pick sixes. We use a lot of football terms, and we've got some great defensive backs on this team. We really do.
Any other football terms you can share with us?
Oh yeah, we talk about a bull rush, the post up. Yeah, I know where I work.
We did say you worked at the University of Miami.
That's right.
It is the U with a lot of swagger, so you like your team to carry some swagger. We'll be back with head coach Katie Meier on Hurricane Game Day right after this. Welcome back to Hurricane Game Day. We're here with Coach Meier, and Coach, along with winning comes support, and I know you've talked about the great energy you get from the fans here at the University of Miami, but we're not afraid to welcome more people into the friendly confines of the Bank United Center.
Absolutely. The product is fun to cheer for. I think there's a tremendous energy. We've had some good crowds, not overwhelming in numbers, but certainly overwhelming in their support. And they're on the edge of their seats, and they know big moments, and they react to the special plays that we make. They understand how hard we're working on the defensive end, and they support that. So, but I think you can really get caught up in it, and that's what I've been hearing the last couple of weeks here. Is people are just, I came to your game, and it was so much fun, and I brought my family, and it was just great. And I don't think there's a better sports value in town right now than come watch us play. It's $5 a ticket, and a lot of fun. There's a lot going on in the arena.
Coach, 4 wins in the ACC this year. You had 4 the entire last year, and still more to come. I mean, what is the potential with this team in the Atlantic Coast Conference? One of the toughest in the women's college basketball.
Well, we just stay focused on the next game, and we don't start counting wins or losses. I mean, we're in a situation where we have never said, oh, that was good enough. I mean, we've just never said it, and I don't think we ever will. So it's a climb. It's always a climb. And, you only look back when it's April 5th and your season's over.
Was the game against Georgetown the ranked opponent? Was that a big litmus test for this team?
I think it was a little bit of a validation for us, not because they were ranked, but because they were a very physical team and they were very talented. They had some prolific scores, and we really kind of tried to lock down. And I feel like our players grew from that game. The game that probably was the most dominant was at Ole Miss, right before Christmas, when usually your players are flat. They usually don't, they just want to go home. They just finished finals. You haven't really practiced because they've been scattered, and we just absolutely rolled out and just dominated that team, and they're a good team. And that was when I thought, okay, something special's happening here.
Was that your oh my moment for this team?
It really was. It really was. Well, as long as I've coached, and the December 20th, 21st, 22nd era, that is always you see a lot of upsets in college basketball on those days because, like I said, the players they're out of their rhythm. And we shot well, we defended well, we hit free throws, we hit threes. We were very sharp in an unexpected moment. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
As a coach, I'm sure when you go on the road and you're facing that kind of tough task, right? And then you get a performance like that. It's a little bit of I won't say it's a sigh of relief, but you feel emboldened by a game like that.
And a road win in an SEC road win. But it's the thing about this team. We go on the road and we have this mentality of we're going to steal something from someone. We are coming to your house to steal from you. That's how we feel, that's how we think, that's how we talk, and that's how we act. So we actually try to be a little bit more focused and tougher on the road.
Coach, it seems like everybody on the team is buying into your system. We know about the stars of the game, but Sylvia Bullock, she's a blue-collar player. Stephanie Ederstrom, Crystal Saunders, good three-point shooter. Chanel Williams provides the spark off the bench. I mean, just how much of this is really a team effort?
Yeah, it's a team effort in terms of a group of women that can be very honest with each other. I mean, we all love each other, but we know what we're not good at, and we know what we're good at. And it takes, I always talk about being a courageous listener. Like, do you really want the truth? Can you really hear this from me? Do you really want to know your role? This is what you need to do. This is what you're not good at. And we've got to work with you. And so I think that's what's also special about this team is that, we are very, very aware of who gives what, and we expect it from each other.
And how about the recruiting efforts? I mean, you pull Sylvia Bullock from Anchorage, Alaska, Shanice Johnson from New York. You stay in Florida to get Raquana Williams. You go across country to get Stephanie Ederstrom, coach. Yeah. You're racking up some frequent flyer miles.
Yes, I am. But that's Miami. I mean, we can attract someone from anywhere. So when you see a special player and you just respond to them, you can just go get them because we're an international school. We're nationally known. So much the brand. So we're not limited to a certain area. And my staff, we're very much about personality. We really look for something special in a player besides just their stats. We see them live. If I'm watching a recruit and by the end of the game I'm on the edge of my seat, that means I want her and I want us to go get her.
And plus I think you've got the personality to close the deal.
Something better happened.
All right, for Justin Antwell and head coach Katie Meier, I'm Josh Darrow. We'll have more Hurricane Game Day after this.
And welcome back to Hurricane Game Day with University of Miami head coach Katie Meier here on CSS. Joe Zagacki joined now by Josh Darrow, our analyst on the radio. And Josh, the women's team off to a terrific start. They had a 17-game winning streak here to begin the season. Won 18 of their first 19. Katie Meier has them playing great basketball.
You're right, Joe. They've a great up-tempo style. They really get after you defensively. They're going to pressure you all over the floor. One of the top teams in the country in terms of creating turnovers and taking the basketball away from their opposition. And as we saw in some of the highlight footage, they've got a couple of great players, Raquana Williams and Shanice Johnson, really leading the way for head coach Katie Meier.
I mentioned earlier that last year they went to the championship game of the NIT. I think that was a real spark plug for them, not only during the offseason, but this year as well, because they achieved something great last season and they've been able to take that confidence and really run with it.
Absolutely. I think, anytime along the way when as a basketball team, there's learning experiences everywhere, and sometimes you carry them over from one year to the next, and you get close losses or tight losses, and how do you make use of those? How do you make use of those? And I think it's something Coach Meier was able to use from the offseason through the summer, through the start of this year, and you really see the maturation of this team as they've got off to an excellent start.
You see a lot of chemistry on this squad, a very unselfish team. We talk a lot about Shanice Johnson and Raquana Williams, but Coach Meier is quick to point out Morgan Stroman has really been a glue player.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, when you can add the back line to the front line, as Coach Katie Meier said, he almost got a little teary-eyed with the officiating, what they said about her great bigs to go along with the complementary scoring up front. When you have all those pieces working together, it's pretty easy to see why the Lady Canes have gone off to such a great start.
And very much worthwhile going to see the Lady Canes play at the Bank United Center. Stay with us as we will continue right here on Hurricane Game Day on CSS, back right after this. Welcome back to Hurricane Game Day with University of Miami women's head coach Katie Meier right here on CSS. Joe Zagacki alongside Josh Darrow, the University of Miami women's team playing exciting basketball. Very much worth going out to see them play at the Bank United Center. Josh playing great basketball, got off to an undefeated start in ACC play.
Well, when you can play from ahead, that's always a good thing, and you can stack up those wins early on in the conference. I think it emboldens your team. You gain a lot of confidence, and it just builds forward momentum for the rest of the season as this team has high goals they're trying to accomplish.
You know, they only play 14 conference games opposed to the men who play 16, and this year, a little bit later on, they've got to go to Duke and they've got to go to Carolina. Now, so far, they've been very good on the road. It's tough to win conference games, whether you're in men or the women, but they've got a couple of big games at Duke and at Carolina.
Absolutely, and we know how tough those places can be in college basketball. The good thing, though, is, as you said, you pack in those early wins, you defend your home court, and then hopefully you can steal some games on the road. That helps build your resume as you build and try and move forward to the postseason.
The other thing, this team has been together for a while. Katie Meyer brought them in as freshmen. They went through some tough times, so they understand where they've been, where they're going, and they're battle tested.
Well, I think the other thing, too, is when you have that kind of leadership and experience, we talked about some of the tight lessons they learned from a season ago as they went to the NIT, and now their goals are greater. They want to get to the NCAA tournament. You have the lessons learned combined with your experience, veteran leadership, the messaging from your coach. It all sort of builds together to have a type of season that they're having so far.
You know what else helps? They can put the ball in the basket, that's for sure. They know how to shoot the basketball. Thanks so much for joining us here on our first show for the University of Miami women here on Hurricane Game Day with Katie Meyer. For Josh Darrow and Katie Meyer, I'm Joe Zagacki. We'll see you next week right here on Hurricane Game Day on CSS. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Give it to me.
This is Thomas, swipe from behind, Johnson in transition, a step through layup, and that's how Miami gets their points. Williams buries a three.
Well, that'll get you out of the zone very quickly.
Step back three.
But that's something you cannot allow. And Williams has a little swagger as she runs over and gets the high five from Coach Meyer.
Another turnover, that's 6. Johnson in open court.
Just what they want, textbook.
Williams, nice ball fake. Oh, good move. That's terrific stuff from Raquana Williams.
Come and meet, catch.
Come and meet one of the top talents in the ACC. If this is your first chance to see Raquana Williams, she's putting on a great show. That's 10 turnovers now for Clemson. This is Williams, and this is a runaway. 13 for Williams, and Miami is blowing Clemson out. That's 11 turnovers. Williams scores on the layup, and it's 23-4. Niederstrom a 3. Carries it. And Duke with a win. They've won 16 in a row. Miami raining threes. And Clemson trying to settle into the half court, but Williams has a steal and a layup. Number 1, 23 points. Williams thought about it and buries it. 26. Miami with a steal, and here come the Hurricanes. Gardner, Williams, crossover.
You just never know what she's going to do when she gets the ball. She makes her decisions so quickly.
Miami forces 35 turnovers, and the defense.